Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Between the Sharks. I am here struggling to get out of the driveway, not starting off well. I'm going to attempt attending a Southern California bucket list event. For me, it is the cruise-in at Bob's Big Boy in Burbank. I've been reading about this since I was a kid. It's covered in the magazines. I don't know how big a deal it is year-round, but I know it goes on year-round. The thing is, the first rule of Bob's is show up early. And we're blowing that already. Second rule is don't move once you get there. We got a long way before step 2. I've been having fuel leaking issues. All right, so I added one of these fuel filters. I am anticipating it's gonna leak like crazy because this fuel line's huge. I just like to have those, A, because it's good to have something before your carburetor, but B, lets you know if you don't have any fuel. Like if you're troubleshooting on the side of the road, not that I know anything about that. It's good to see if the fuel pump is pumping and also what's in your fuel. Fire this up, see how bad it leaks, and see what kind of stuff we get out of this. 26-year-old tire says it didn't drive much. So we're gonna test that real quick and then hit the ROAD. Well, it's not leaking yet. We'll take that as a win. Now, I did just put in the directions, and what it says I should do is go over the mountain, which could get interesting. I think I need gas. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm afraid we're gonna find out the hard way, but we're gonna find out. Well, there's the old Hollywood sign. We're basically going up and over. It's gonna be something. Don't fall over. I might have made an error in judgment here. We are literally climbing a mountain in this thing. Was this a huge mistake? Whew. Do I look nervous? I think I look nervous. Jeez, we made it to the top. There's the old Hollywood sign. So everybody driving by me is trying to get up to the Hollywood sign, but that roundabout is as close as you can get by vehicle, and there is no parking, and it is strictly enforced. So if you guys want to go to the Hollywood sign, you gotta hike like the rest of them. It's definitely worth it though. Super cool up there. This is the closest parking. So you can see all the tourists hanging out. How's that for an unexpected tour of the Hollywood Hills? I mean, it is absolutely beautiful up there. There are a lot of places in the world that are absolutely beautiful though, so I can't say that I fully understand the premium, and I don't necessarily buy into the prestige, but you know, for this great big earth, it's really something worth seeing, I think. It really is pretty. All right, we're cruising down the hill into Burbank. Well, I think the first thing we're going to see is Warner Brothers Studios, which is pretty cool. I feel like movies are like classic cars. It doesn't really get more American. Like, everybody has a favorite movie. Even if you don't have a favorite car, you probably have a favorite movie. There you go. You know, if I'm not mistaken, that big soundstage was home to the drag race scene in Rebel Without a Cause and the pirate ship from Goonies. Say you're not excited? Not. So Bob's Big Boy has been around, I think, since 1949, which is pretty amazing. It's still, I mean, I've seen pictures of it. It's absolutely beautiful. And I guess, you know, that was when things were made to attract your eye from the road, which I think it still does and is going to do for us today. I do wonder how much fuel I have at this point though. I'm a little worried about it. Only put fuel in this car one time. We made it. We just snuggled up between an old Dodge and a 58 Impala, but this thing looks real ratty next to those. Relay's stuck. That's fine. Just got to give it the fawns. Should I be embarrassed? My bad. Definitely sounds like it's got the Flathead 6 in it still. It's only 4:20, so I guess anything after 4 is late. So it's pretty cool. This thing is basically unofficial. It's 4 until whenever, but they don't reserve spaces. They just ask that you don't park before 4 to disturb their actual restaurant customers. It's pretty neat. Oh wow, that's cool. Man, I love these things. The breezeway back window. Check this out. Way more better. These are the for later when I break down fries. But the parking lot is totally full right now. So I guess they're not joking. Cars are still coming in. Restaurant patrons are still coming in, but the parking lot's totally full. I think a lot of people want to see Bob's Big Boy because the building is beautiful. Lots of movies were shot here. It's been here since 1949. It's famous. It's a staple. It's worth seeing. They have no idea that there's this unofficial sort of cruise in here. By the looks of the lawn chairs, people plan to be here for the long haul. This unofficial car show, unofficially, I think goes till 10 p.m. I think the restaurant itself may be open till 3 a.m., but I just don't know. Weird Cadillac, please explain. My 67 Cadillac has that same valve tick or exhaust leak, depending on how you look at it, you know. How optimistic are you today? So it's like 5:30. Parking lot is totally full. People are kind of queued up. Anytime somebody leaves, somebody else pulls in. So getting a little nuts. I may have waited too long. All right, I'm trying to make my way out. It was fun, but it's getting chaotic. So I decided I'll jet before I can. Find some gas and go back over that hill. Super cool though. They're not joking. Get here early and don't move. Rolling up to the Sinclair Dino Mart. That's awesome. I love the Sinclair dinosaur. What? I should add some Rain-X to this situation here. Well, you buy a nice steak dinner in Atlanta for what I just paid for 8 gallons of gas, but right now I need the gas a lot more than a steak dinner. So, right beyond that super cool car wash sign, that radio tower is on top of the hill with the Hollywood sign. We gotta get to the other side of that mountain. And it's Friday. And it's rush hour. Here goes nothing. Pretty cool. I don't know when Warner Brothers Studios started, but it was a long time ago. And so far, that's what we're gonna do. Now we're getting into traffic. All right, we got to do something about this seat, man. It is not working for me. So the Hollywood Bowl is just over that hill. There must be a show tonight. Why wouldn't there be? It's Friday night. So we're stuck in a little traffic, but after the driving I've been doing, the short trips to the park to take the dog, this journey, whatever, tires aren't rubbing that bad. They're rubbing more than any other car I own, but like, I think it's gonna be okay. We'll check it when we get back, but there's probably gonna be very little to report. Just guess you get used to it. All right, another one scratched off the bucket list. We are not wasting time out here in Southern California. If we're gonna be here, we're gonna enjoy it. It was awesome. Bob's Big Boy is a really cool building. Burbank is neat. The car show was as unofficially official as promised, and it was no joke. Get there early and don't move. Those are the rules. There does seem to be a bunch of parking in the surrounding area if you're a spectator and you just want to go get a burger and fries. So yeah, if you're in the neighborhood on a Friday, go check it out. It's pretty cool. Thanks for watching Between the Sharks. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you're out of clean shirts, consider buying one from somewhere right below this video. See you next time.